Hello my lovelies, how are you? Happy Tuesday. I hope you're well. It's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. So originally we were going to do this one at 7 o'clock tonight, but I'm going out with some of my girlfriends, so which I'd forgotten about. I thought it was Thursday, it's not, it's Wednesday. Long story. So we've had to move it till now. So hopefully you're all there. I don't know what's happening though. There's been an update and now I can't see any comments. So let's have a look. Let's see if I can see anything. Oh, there we go. Yep, things are coming through. Hi Claire, how are you, love? Hi Anne. Hi Emmy. Hello my lovelies. I don't know about you, but in the last 10 minutes, it's gone from being just a cold day to literally blowing a gale. It's horrendous out there. It's you can probably hear the wind. It's like moving the trees, and it's come from nowhere. I got drenched coming over. It's just a nice cold, just a frosty day this morning. Now suddenly it's raining, the wind's up. It's horrendous, horrible weather. Let's have some snow. Let's have a white Christmas. If you don't like the snow, sorry about that. I love snow. We're going to do a little project today, but first of all, a couple of things. So, for those of you who have been asking, we've managed to secure extra dates for our April retreat. So our April retreat has been sold out for months and months and months. We've managed to get dates for a second one. So they are going to be the 11th to the 13th of April. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If you would like to come on it, Sean put a post out on social media about an hour and a half ago. I've already had calls. There's already been calls to the shop, people booking on. So if you do want to join us, there are spaces now on a new dates in April for our retreat. It's at the same place, same price, all the rest of it. All the details will be going on the website. But yeah, if you haven't had a Christmas present, you don't want your family to get you. Get them to get you on the retreat. It's a brilliant few days. We have a great laugh, lots of sewing, lots of fun. So that's the first thing. That was the first thing to tell you. Second thing is over to the overhead, because over here we're going to do the Advent. I remember to bring it with me. I had to hold it like that because the wind was so bad. I was just like, don't blow, don't blow. So, okay, so this is going to be number 20, which is obviously today's. Let's give it a good shuffly round like that. We've got a little sausage here today. Josh is looking after him. He is not a well bunny. He's down with this horrible cough and cold that is going round. Sorry, I'm giving it a good shake while I'm talking. Poor Elaine, Sarah Jane's mum, is really down with it as well. It seems half of Rory's office is down with it. So yeah, it's horrendous. Right, okay, I'm going to pick one. Can't see, so let's go that one. Right, oh, it's a green one. It is number, oh, hang on, come on. Oh, I can't get it open. Why won't it open? It's number 59 on a green, and it is Julie. Oh, there's a phone number there. Hang on, let me get rid of that. What's that? I think that's her surname. Loizos? Loizos, is that? I've got a phone number on the bottom, so I'm hiding that. So Julie, this is yours, my darling. You've won number 20. And let's open this up and see what you've won. It is, it's a bottle of Best Press. Okay, so that's going to Julie. So congratulations. And that's all the news. That's all the news for today. What we're going to do is we're going to make these little doorknob pockets. So I saw a couple of patterns randomly on Pinterest. Well, pictures, but couldn't find kind of a pattern anywhere. So as per usual, I've done my own. Okay, I've done this one here, which I will put on the website when I get back over to the shop. But the whole point of these were, if you're anything like me, the amount of times I get halfway to the shop and think, I picked up my keys. These will sit over any doorknob, or so it's really hard to show you. Let me come back over here a second. So the whole idea is these will sit over a doorknob or door handle, and you've got this little pocket, which means you can leave your keys in, hanging off the door, which for me is brilliant because I am forever forgetting my keys. And I'll get, like I said, halfway over to the shop and I'm like, I can't unlock. So I'd have to move them. Or I think they'd be brilliant if in a sewing room off, like, not necessarily door handles, but off if you've got a pegboard. And then you can keep things like your scissors and things like that in, pens and all, little hangers, okay? They'd be great for Christmas Christmas. You could fill them with sweets and hang them off, you know, the end of the bed or on the door handle of a little one's bedroom. At Halloween, they'd be great. You could give these out. You could, or if you don't want to be disturbed, you could put them on your door and let people take their own candy. They'd be cute for a little Christmas, you know, like birthday presents, all sorts. Easter, lovely. You can imagine you get a few Easter eggs and a few sweeties in there, and then you could hide them round and stuff. So I don't think they're just for your keys. There are lots and lots of uses for these, lots and lots. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our bums over here and we're going to have a look. So this one I made with pelmet interfacing, which is really nice and stiff. And I thought, well, if you haven't got any of that, could we make it with something else? And so this one I did with 2 layers of interfacing, like a firm interfacing. And it's not quite as stiff as this. It doesn't quite hold its shape, but it would do the job. It would still hang if you haven't got any of the pelmet stuff. However, we have got this. I'm not getting any comments, my darlings. So if you're there, can you just pop a... Hang on, I'm just going to scroll up a minute and see if I can get any comments, because I'm literally getting nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. There was an update on Facebook and it was slightly changed before I went live, and I'm not getting any comments. So we're going to cut this out. I've done this as a template. I haven't written instructions for it because you've got this little video, but we're going to cut these out to start with. All right, I will put this template onto the website and you can download it as a digital download. I won't do paper copies because it's just not worth you paying the postage for it, but I will put it on as a little digital download if you want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out first of all. Please do talk to me while I'm doing this, otherwise it's me just rabbiting on. So, oh, there we go. Yeah, they've been, oh yeah, for like makeup bags. Yeah, like on a bathroom or, you know, a door or something. It could be really good for things like that. Great. Yeah, all your comments have come through all at the same time now. I think this new update might have a couple of glitches because I had nothing from anybody and then suddenly like bing, 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 bing. Hi Marion, how are you? Lovely. Hi Carol. Hi Pamela. Hi, hi other Carol. Hello my lovelies. Yeah, yeah, what would you do with them? Come up with some ideas. I mean, like I said, they're originally designed for your keys by a door. Or, you know, if you've got hooks, coat hooks, whatever, you could, you know, put them on there. But I think they'd be great in your sewing room. You could definitely, if you've got like cupboards and you want to, you know, keep your scissors out and stuff like that, or clips, you know, put your binding clips into them and hang them up so they're easy to find. Play around with this template, enlarge it, make, you know, or make it smaller, and see if you know, see if you could make bigger or small ones. Right, I've cut my 2 templates out, ready. So I've got a handle piece and then a body piece. I'm going to put those aside. And what you're going to need is 10-inch squares of fabric. Now I'm using, you could oh yeah, absolutely, bubbles. Yeah, perfect. But yeah, in the bathroom, just like all your hair toggles and stuff, yeah. I'm using a couple of old layer cake squares that didn't end up in a quilt. They're scrap, but you can cut any 10-inch pieces of fabric. You will also need 2 9.5 inches of Bondaweb, and then a 9.5-inch square of, like I said, I'm using the pelmet interfacing, which is really stiff. But if not, I would put 2 layers of firm interfacing together. Okay, seed packets in a greenhouse. Oh, I like that idea. Hi May, how are you, darling? I hope you're feeling better. May's been in hospital, bless her, and she's back home now, so I hope you're feeling a bit better, darling. I've already adhered one to the wrong side of one 10-inch square, so I'm just going to put the Bondaweb, ooh, throwing my scissors on the floor, on the back of the other. Now, if you've got a directional print, which this one is, it's going to be flipped up, so just know that the front of it, just think about the direction. Could you use Bozal? Oh, I don't see why not, Anne. Yeah, it might be a little thicker, but yes, I think you could use Bozal. That would work. So this is the Bondaweb, and I'm just sticking it down to the wrong side of one of my squares. Just making sure it's really well stuck. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit smaller. You know, you're not going to use the whole of the square anyway, but 10 inches just meant it was, you could get the length of the handle on. There we go, like that. And then I flip it over and give it a good iron from that side too. make sure it's really nice and stuck. Okay, we're going to peel off the, basically I'm using, now I did try and use fabric glue rather than Bondweb. It didn't work. It didn't stick enough. You need, what we're doing is making we're going to make a sandwich, and the fabric glue wasn't strong enough, which is why I went to Bondweb, because this was strong enough. Okay, so pulled off the paper, so that's sticky now. So you're going to add on your piece of pelmet onto there, like that. Okay, I'm going to put this one now, which I've already stuck on. Let's move that out of the way a second. Take the paper off. Just score the Bondweb paper and stick that one down. So that's glued there. And we're going to make a little interfacing sandwich. So I've got right side with the Bondweb on it, and then adding this one on top like that. Okay, and then I'm going to slide this under. It's lovely to be home. Oh, good, good. I'm glad, May. I'm glad you're home, hun. There we go, like that. And then we're going to stick the whole thing together. So this is a, you do need to kind of give this a little bit of time, because that glue has got to get through all the, the heat of the iron's got to get all the way down to the bottom. So start that side. Give it a really good press, and I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on this, okay? I know we don't normally when we're ironing, but give it a little bit of pressure just to stick down that side, like that. And then I'm going to flip it over, and that is pretty much stuck, but not quite in places. So we're just going to make sure it's really stuck down. There may be other ways of doing this. You might have a stronger spray glue, but the two that I had, the 505 and the June Taylor, weren't strong enough to hold it all together, because they are a temporary adhesive, and you do want to keep it all nice and sort of laminated. 505. I tried 505, Anne, and it just didn't work. It just kept because it's only like a temporary adhesive. It wasn't strong enough to stick it all together, which hence why I did Bondweb. Right. Okay. We now have a little pelmet sandwich. What you're going to do now is you're going to cut these out. Okay, so I'm going to put that one on like that, and then that one like that. Okay, and I can get them out, and I'm going to cut these out. So ruler and a rotary cutter. So I'm going to start, and I'm turning that so that I can do it because I'm right-handed. Cut out these little templates. So with that, you could make if you're going to make more than one of these, what I would do is make a little template out of template plastic like that, and let's realign that one. Now I'm going to freehand this curve, okay, because there's a straight bit there, and then I'm going to freehand this. Okay, keep your fingers out of the way, please be careful. If you don't want to freehand it, draw round the template, okay, and then do it with scissors, but I'm being a little bit lazy. So there's my handle piece. I just need to cut one from the sandwich, so I've got a double-sided piece, and then we're going to cut this out. So get that in like that, and then I'm going to use the edge of the ruler just to cut this one out. So up like that. Oh, see, that's the other reason do it out of template plastic and draw around it, because I've just trimmed a bit off my template like that. Just get that little bit in there. There we go. And then we're going to realign that there. So sorry, I can't read your comments at the minute because I'm concentrating on not cutting my fingers. So I'm going to come down that side because that's the straight bit. And that side, I'm going to go across there like that. Now I think once you've made a couple of these, you could play around with the shape once you've got the idea. I think you could make like scalloped edged ones and all sorts. So do take the template and run with it and make up your own ideas. I do not mind if you do that. There we go. Up like that. There we go. Make sure that's definitely off there. So poor little man is in bed. He's been in bed since 10:30. Apparently he slept hardly anything last night. He's so full of this cough and cold, love him. He's real poorly little bunny. Do you have any videos of making a boxed case? Oh, I don't think I do, Emmy, but that's something we could add on to the 1 o'clock, maybe for in the new year. As in something with a, with a box around it and a zip. I don't know if we had, but... Hi, Karen, how are you, lovely? Right, okay, so I've done that. We've got that one cut out. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to... You just want to mark some of these stitch lines, okay? Because we're going to stitch onto it. So, this is where I need a Roxanne pencil. There we go. Or some sort of white pencil, because I've stupidly used a dark fabric. So I'm going to mark these little lines here, like that. And then I want these little lines here, these little dotty lines marked. So I'm just marking the ends there and there. And then you've got a couple of little mark points up here as well. So that one's just there. And that one is just there, okay? And then we're going to add some, we're going to basically join up these so I can see where I'm stitching. So I'm going to go from there, that point to that point, and just draw a little line so I can stitch on that one. And then stitch on that one. And, yeah, Emmy, yeah, absolutely. I'll have a look at that for the new year. We'll do a 1 o'clock on one. I think we have made them before in classes and stuff, but I don't think we've ever done it as a 1 o'clock, so I will have a look at that for you. Okay, I'm now just going to stitch on those 3 lines, okay? Really simple, just a straight stitch on those 3 lines. So over we go to the machine. Hopefully I'm here. I'm going to take my stitch length down to about 2, okay? Sort of 1.8 to 2. You want a nice neat little stitch line. And then, real simple, just stitch away. So, here's my first one. Oh, hang on, sorry, 2 seconds. I got the wrong foot on. I swapped the foot, forgot to tell my machine, and it tells me off. It goes, that's not the foot you're using. I go, okay, I'll tell you which foot I'm using. There we go. There you go. She'll let me go now. There we go. And then we're just going to stitch down those lines. And that one there. And then we're going to go down these 2 as well. And basically all these are like fold lines, and by stitching through it, it just gives it so, gives it something to fold against. That's that one. And then that one there. Now I'm not going to come away from the machine. What I'm going to do now is we're going to zigzag all the way around the edge. Okay, I'm going to zigzag all the way around. Before I do that, I'm just going to trim off those little ends there. So we're going to get rid of that one and that one. I've lock stitched, so it's all, oh, let's have that one out of there. There we go. I'll go back into those in a second. Okay, and we're going to zigzag. I'm going to just get that one off there. And I think that's all of them. We're going to zigzag all the way around the edge. Okay, so I'm going to put it onto a zigzag, and I want quite a narrow zigzag. So I'm putting it on about a 4.5 width. So it's going to come in a little bit, but I'm going to reduce the stitch length so that the stitches are really close together. So that it's more like, almost like a satin stitch. So I'm taking it down to about 0.7, 0.6. Okay, like that. Okay. And you're going to have to put up with me while I zigzag this little baby now, because we've got to zigzag all the way around the edge, stop the fraying. So I'm keeping the edge of it right in the centre, so that I'm actually making sure I zigzag off the side. Don't worry about doing that. What it does is it pulls the stitches up tight anyway, so it's fine. Coming down to the end, just work my way around like that. You want to make sure the corners are well covered as well. So what I do is then turn it, and I don't know if you can see, it's not actually attached at the moment, but I'm going to line it back up right over so that I'm going over the corner like twice, because that's the bit that's going to get the most wear and tear, isn't it? There we go. Hiya, you alright there, lovely? Oh, new people joining in, which is great. Well, not new to us, but new to this one. Oh, hang on, one more, because I want to be on this side so that I can turn it and it will jump back into the fabric. There we go. Right, it's very dull for you to watch now, I'm afraid, because you're going to have to wait for me to go all the way around, and I've got to do the handle. All the way down this side, that's to the middle, and then down this long straight. I suppose you could, if you've got an overlocker, you could use an overlocker for this. Basically, we're just stopping the edges from fraying. That's all we're doing. Okay, and down this side. And this is the curve, so take your time a little bit and get it nice and neat around the curve. But yeah, or if you've got overlocking foot on your domestic machine, have a little go with that. But a zigzag works just as well if you haven't got one. So are you all ready for Christmas? I'm not ready for Christmas. I think I've got all the presents. I think Phil's going to be doing a food shop on tomorrow night, Friday night, not tomorrow night. I keep thinking it's Thursday today. It's because Lindy Lou's in the shop. So Phil's going to finish the food shop on Friday night. We're going to go up to Cheltenham on Saturday and see some family. But I haven't wrapped a thing. I think I've got everyone's presents. I think so. If I haven't, I haven't got the time to order anything now. There we go. Okay, so I've gone all the way around that one, and I'm afraid you're going to have to just put up with me while I do the handle as well. So, because otherwise it's always going to remain unfinished. So, I'm going to do this one as fast as I can. There we go, all the way down like that. Yeah, I think we're just about there for Christmas. So I'm just hoping nobody else comes down with this cough and cold that little sausage man's got, bless him. Be just typical, wouldn't it? We'd be all ill in bed for Christmas. You're not ready yet, but you're getting there. Oh, fair play, Jean. Oh, yeah, we make such a fuss about Christmas, don't we? You know, but actually it is just one day. And actually, the day itself is lovely. Phil cooks, we chill out. It's Boxing Day's a bit crazy in mine because we have an open house and we have lots and lots of people turn up and eat Phil's food and we play loads of games and all the rest of it. But Christmas Day this year will be nice because we've got little man and he's just got into it. He's just kind of got into Christmas, so I'm hoping he feels better so he gets that excitement. There we go, nearly, oh, one more, there we go. Nearly there, and then I've done all the zigzagging. And I can show you how to put it all together then. I think this is, the zigzagging, it takes the longest, really. One more, there we go. And there we go, that one. Carol, you're making mince pies while you're watching this. Oh, lovely. Oh, nothing beats a friend. See, I hate raisins, sultanas, anything like that, currants, bleh. But a mince pie, randomly, love it. Absolutely love it. Right, so let's come back over here. So, I've zigzagged all the way around. Let me just snip those off there, like that. Let's get rid of that one. Oh, come on. There we go. Make sure we've got no little ends, but I've just zigzagged all the way round. Okay. Then what you're going to do is we're going to fold up on that stitch line there and give it a really good finger press. And then you're going to, first of all, you can decide whether you want which side is going to be your right side. I'm going to do it this way, I think. And then I'm just going to fold along there and give it a press, just to give it, and it'll fold quite easily against the stitch lines. Oh, itchy nose. Right. So if this is the back, because this is going to be like the inside, sorry, that's going to sit like that now. I'm going to attach the handle to the back. All right. So those little lines I made earlier, I'm going to line that up against there like that. Okay. Let me grab a clip, put a clip in, and we're going to stitch a little box. Okay. So I'm going to basically stitch within the zigzag stitching. So I'm going to stitch down like that, across the bottom, up and across to meet it. Okay, so we're going to do that bit first. Oh. So Carol, are you a short pastry mince pie maker or are you a puff pastry mince pie maker? What are you? What do you make? I frankly will eat either. So, you know, you send some away for me. That's fine. Oh, no, I've got it on zigzag still. 2 seconds. Back we go. There we go. Here we go. I did that twice last night when I was messing about making some samples. And I kept going, no! Kept doing a zigzag instead of a straight stitch. So what I'm doing is one more stitch. Yeah, there we go. Just doing a little box. So in a little box all the way around, you just enough to hold that handle on. Now I've flipped my handle because I like the idea of being able to see both fabrics, but you don't have to. You could have it all matching if you wanted to. Okay, it doesn't matter which way round the handle goes on. I'll show you what I mean in a second. And then this one, I'm not going to go back over to the overhead. We're just going to pull it round, make sure it's not twisted, and we're going to do exactly the same this side. So there's my little mark. I'm going to add that on like that, and again I'm going to draw that, stitch that little box. So there we go, down that one, round like that. One more stitch actually, there we go, nearly there, and round again. I think these would be cute for on your table as well, you know, maybe for like if you're doing like little treats or something. Jocelyn Dimbley orange pastry. Oh, love the idea of that orange pastry. Right, back over we go. How can you eat mince pies if you hate carrots and raisins? I think it's because they're all, because you know I'm funny about texture. You know I'm daft about food. I mean, I'll eat pretty much anything, but certain textures make me go bleh. I won't eat them by themselves, just dry. You know, like you give kids a little pack of raisins. Blah, hate, horrible. Can't do that. I couldn't eat them in like a fruit cake, which is, you know, sort of a drier sponge with the odd sultana or something in, or a hot cross bun or something like that. But mince pies, where it's all the same sort of texture, and Christmas pudding, all the same sort of texture, I love it. It's really I know I'm strange, Nikki. I really do. I'm very, very odd with certain textures of food. Right, so I've stitched those on just in those little squares, and you can see I've got the handle like that. You can do it either way. So that one, I've got the lining hitting the lining. Okay, so I did it like that. This one, I've swapped it because I want to see a little bit of that pink hanging out like that. I think that's cute. The next thing you want to do is then you're going to bring this one up and you're going to line it up along the edge. Okay, ignore this folded bit. You're going to line it up along the edge. Clip, clip. And I'm going to stitch from here, again, keeping it in that zigzag, or it very most at the very edge, but along the edge like that, up to here, making sure you start both sides. Lock stitch, okay? And then we're going to do the other side, but I'll do that one first. These would be good at Easter to put little eggs in. Yeah, I think so, Jean. I think they'd be a fab for that. You could then like hang them around the garden, couldn't you? Like off a tree or a bush or something if you're doing like an Easter egg hunt. I might work out a way to make it actually so that it's got a flat bottom, so that you could actually stand them up. So without the handle, but you could have these little ones stood up. Again, you know what I'm like. My brain goes, oh, what if I do this? What if I do that? All the way down like that, and then back stitch. Is there a template, please? Marion, there will be, lovely. I've done the template. As soon as I get back over to the shop, I will upload it onto the website. So then basically you're going to do the same the other side. So just push it all the other way. Can you see what I'm doing? Rather than me go back to the overhead. And we're going to go down the other side, okay? So tuck under there like that. There we go. And then stitch down this one. I mean, if you get a chance to, or you've got the kids staying over at any point, you know, grandkids, kids staying over before it, you know, over Christmas, because they are a quick little make. You could do a couple of these tonight. How cute would these be to hang on like the bedroom door, right, you know, as you know, you could have a stocking, but you could put these on the bedroom doors, like with an extra little treat in them. It might keep them in the bedroom for a bit longer. There we go. So I've just stitched down both sides, and it's done. Just gonna chop off any little fluffy ends like that, and there we go. We're done. That's now you can hang, and you can see it really holds its shape because we've used this pelmet interfacing. Really holds its shape. And they'll hang on any. The other thing I was just thinking you could do is if you're charging, where's my mobile phone? If you're charging your phone, you could put it over the charger and put the lead in there and put your phone in there. Hang on, let me come back over it so you can see a bit better. Yeah, so like if I've got, what's that there? Hang on. I know that's not the right size plug, but if you imagine that plug was in the socket like that, it would actually hang. And then you could put the lead in and your phone like that, and it would hold in, wouldn't it? I mean, because phone chargers are chunkier than this, aren't they? But if you've got that plugged in, you could do it like that as well. That would work really well. I mean, like I said, originally they were designed. The ones I saw on Pinterest were like for putting your keys in by your front door, so you don't forget things. Or if you've got to take something to work with you, and you think, oh, I must remember that. Put something in there to remind you to pick up. But lots and lots of other uses because they do hang really, out we go. So you imagine that's the doorknob. The doorknob would sit like that against, and then you chuck stuff in there. Pegboards. If you've got pegboards in your sewing room, hang them up, put bits and pieces in them. Lots and lots of things you can do with them. I do prefer them, I think, with the pelmet interfacing. Like I said, that one was done with 2 layers of just firm fusible interfacing. And, it does hold its shape, but it's a lot softer, a lot softer, where these are really, really holding their shape. You can't crunch those. I think they're handy little things. I'm sure they're great if I never use them. I'd be wary using a plug. It could get warm with fire risk. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, didn't think about that. Good point. But, I mean, phone charger plugs don't tend to get warm, but maybe not. Maybe don't do that, just in case. Don't do that. Hadn't thought about that. I was just thinking about, or maybe it's where you put your phone overnight because it's on the keys by the front door are dangerous for thieves. If the front door's locked? Oh, I don't know. I hadn't thought about that, Carol. Why is it dangerous for thieves, hon? Please tell me, because I don't know. I hadn't really thought about that. I leave my keys by the front door all the time. They're in a bowl by the front door. Otherwise, I would lose them. I mean, the door's locked. And then once the door's locked, the keys go there. Otherwise, delivery drivers, I'd be like, you'll have to wait. I've got to find the keys. Oh, so if people break it... but we keep our front door locked. Oh, I suppose if people break in, the keys are there. Or they could just open the door and grab the keys. Fair enough. Hadn't thought of any of that. Okay, use them in your sewing room or fill them with sweets. Just a little project to have a little go at. But yeah, I think sewing room would be good. You could hang them up and put all sorts of bits and pieces in them. Or sweeties. I think for Easter, that type of thing would be great. So, right, that's it for me. I will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. You could use the hanger elsewhere. Yes, definitely. Yeah, maybe on a coat rack or something if you or your key racks or something if you need extra space. Can use a coat hanger or wire to reach them through the letterbox. Wow, you've got some industrious, intelligent burglars by me. I'm not sure the people around here would work that out. Hang it on the opposite side away from the lock on the door. Yes, that's a good plan. If your door's there, maybe you've got a thing on the wall or something. You could put them up on there, couldn't you? Oh, I hadn't thought of all these security issues. I just thought they were a cute little project. Yeah, please be careful, guys. Don't get burgled. Right, I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock with a block, which has got we're doing a little bit of red work on the block as well, so we've got a little twist to it. I will put the template for these up on the website as soon as I get back, okay, my lovelies? I'm going to go and brave that gale that's out there, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 1. Take care, my loves. Bye!